Welcome back to GS Coins, the channel where we explore the fascinating world of rare, old, and modern coins from around the globe. In today's video, we are going to take a closer look at the 1999 5 eurocent coin. This coin might look very small and ordinary at first glance, but as every coin collector knows, even the smallest denomination can carry hidden stories, surprising details, and sometimes even remarkable value depending on its condition and rarity. So sit back and join me as we dive deep into the history, design, and current market worth of the 1999 5 eurocent coin in good condition. The 5 eurocent coin was first introduced in 1999. The same year the euro currency was officially launched in non-physical form, and just a few years before coins and banknotes began circulating in 2002. This coin is part of the euro cent series, which includes the 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, and 50 cent denominations. The 5-cent coin, being slightly larger than the 1 and 2 cent pieces, was designed to make small everyday transactions easier. However, coin collectors often see beyond its purchasing power and instead focus on its design, historical significance, and collectible value. On the obverse side, which is the common design for all eurocent coins, you will find the globe showing Europe in relation to Africa and Asia. The design also features the 12 stars of the European Union arranged as a symbolic circle, along with diagonal lines cutting across the background. This gives the coin a distinct European identity and represents unity and connection. On the reverse side, the design differs depending on the country where the coin was minted. Each eurozone nation had the chance to create their own unique national reverse designs, making these coins not just currency, but also miniature artworks that reflect the identity of each country. The 5 eurocent coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a reddish appearance similar to a penny, though slightly larger in size and heavier. Its weight is 3.92 grams, its diameter measures 21.25 millimeters, and its thickness is 1.67 millimeters. These details might sound very technical, but they are important for collectors to identify and authenticate the coin, especially when looking for varieties or minting errors that could increase the value dramatically. Now let us talk about the 1999 issue specifically. Being one of the very first years of euro coinage, coins minted in 1999 hold a special place in the history of the euro. Even though millions were struck, collectors often seek these early dated examples because they represent the introduction of an entirely new currency that unified many nations under one financial system. For collectors, this historical significance alone makes the 1999 date more attractive compared to later years. When it comes to value, condition plays a major role. Coins are graded from poor condition all the way up to uncirculated and mint state. A 1999 5 eurocent coin in circulated but good condition typically does not sell for much above its face value, often around a few cents up to half a dollar depending on the buyer. However, in very fine or extra fine condition, collectors may pay between $1 and $2 for the coin. If the coin is in uncirculated or near mint state condition, it can fetch higher prices, sometimes ranging from $3 to even $5 in today's coin market. It might not seem like a fortune, but for such a small denomination, its value above face value shows how collectors appreciate well-preserved early euro coins. Special cases, such as coins with minting errors, double strikes, or misaligned designs, could command much higher premiums, sometimes reaching $20 or more, depending on rarity. The market for euro coins continues to grow, especially since these coins are still relatively young compared to centuries-old currencies like the British pound or American dollar. As time passes and early euro issues become scarcer in circulation, their value is expected to rise gradually. This makes the 1999 5 eurocent coin an excellent piece to hold on to for future collectors or investors who want to build a complete euro coin collection. What makes the coin particularly appealing to collectors is the story it tells. It represents a new beginning in European history, a symbol of unity and an important step toward creating a single shared currency. For anyone who lived during that time, holding a 1999 Eurocent coin is like holding a piece of modern history, a reminder of how nations came together under one currency system. This emotional and historical connection adds value beyond just money, giving the coin a deeper meaning to those who collect it. So, if you happen to have a 1999 5 Eurocent coin in your collection or even tucked away in an old wallet, take a moment to check its condition. It may be worth more than you think, and if you keep it safe, it could be even more valuable in the future. Whether you're just starting your coin collection or you're a longtime numismatist, this coin deserves a spot in your collection as one of the foundation pieces of the Euro system.
Next up, the 5 Eurocent from the year 2000. At first glance, this coin might not look like much. It is small, reddish in color, and commonly used in everyday transactions. But as every collector knows, coins are more than just money. They are pieces of history, they carry symbolism, and when preserved in good condition, they can carry a surprising amount of value in today's market. In this video, we will carefully examine the history, design, and market value of the 5 Eurocent coin from the year 2000, and why you should pay attention if you find one in your collection. The 5 Eurocent coin belongs to the Euro currency system, which officially came into being in 1999. The coins and notes were released into circulation in 2002, but the earliest Euro coins were minted beginning in 1999. By the year 2000, more coins were being produced across various European nations that adopted the euro. Each Euro coin has a common side that represents Europe and a national side that varies depending on the country where it was struck. This makes the Euro series unique because while it is one unified currency, each participating nation was allowed to display its own identity and cultural heritage through the coin designs. The common side of the 5-cent coin features a globe, showing Europe in relation to Africa and Asia. 12 stars surround the globe, symbolizing unity and the ideals of the European Union. The diagonal lines in the background and the stylized numeral 5 complete the design. This side was designed by Luc Likes of the Royal Belgian Mint, whose initials, LL, can be found on the coin if you look closely. On the national side, depending on whether the coin was struck in countries like Germany, France, Italy, Spain, or others, you will see different designs. For example, Italian coins might feature famous architecture or figures, while German coins display oak twigs, a traditional symbol of strength and stability. This variation adds to the collectible appeal of Euro coins, as collectors often seek complete sets that include each country's designs. The coin itself is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a rich, reddish tone, similar in color to the American penny, but larger and heavier. It weighs 3.92 grams, has a diameter of 21.25 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.67 millimeters. The edge of the coin is smooth, unlike larger denominations, which feature distinctive patterns. These specifications help collectors authenticate genuine coins and distinguish them from counterfeits or imitations. For a coin minted in the year 2000, these details remain unchanged, but the historical connection to the early years of the euro gives it a special place in numismatic history. Now let's talk about the value of the 2005 Eurocent coin. The value of any coin depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In circulated but still good condition, a 2005 Eurocent coin usually trades close to its face value, which means it is worth around 5 cents in the euro currency. However, collectors in the United States and other countries might pay slightly more. In today's market, a coin in average good condition could be valued at around 10 cents to 25 cents in US dollars. If the coin is preserved in very fine or extra fine condition, the value can rise to about 50 cents or sometimes even $1. When the coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has no scratches or signs of wear, it becomes much more desirable. In such cases, collectors have been known to pay anywhere from $1 up to $3, depending on the specific country design and the availability of the coin. Special minting errors or rare variations from 2000 can sometimes command prices of $10 or even higher if the right collector is looking for that specific variety. It is important to remember that euro coins are still relatively young compared to older currencies like the British penny or the American dime, but as the years go by, early dated euro coins, such as those from 1999 and 2000, will naturally become scarcer in circulation. This scarcity will slowly increase their value over time, especially for coins that are kept in excellent condition. For this reason, holding on to a 2005 euro cent coin can be a smart decision, particularly if you are building a full collection of euro coinage from each country and year. Beyond their financial value, these coins also carry historical and cultural weight. The year 2000 marked a new millennium, a turning point in world history, and the euro coinage system was part of the global transition into a more unified and interconnected world. For Europeans, the euro represented a bold step toward economic unity. For coin collectors today, the 2005 euro cent coin represents not only money but also a symbol of this important period in modern history. Having one in your collection is like holding on to a memory of a time when nations came together to share a single currency, a truly remarkable achievement. If you find one of these coins in your change or tucked away in a drawer, take a closer look. Check for scratches, dents, or signs of wear. If your coin is in good condition, it may not make you rich today, but it is certainly worth holding on to for its future potential and its historical importance. Remember, every great coin collection starts with small pieces like these, and sometimes the smallest coins tell the biggest stories.
Next up, the 5 euro cent coin from the year 2001. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary coin, small in size and easy to overlook, but as every coin collector knows, the story behind a coin can often be just as valuable as the coin itself. The 2001 5 euro cent coin is a perfect example of how a simple piece of currency can represent history, identity, and even collectible value in today's market. The 5 euro cent coin is part of the euro coinage system that was first minted in 1999, as Europe prepared for the launch of a shared currency. While the euro banknotes and coins did not officially enter circulation until January 1, 2002, coins dated 1999, 2000, and 2001 were already being produced and stored in preparation for that historic day. That means that if you hold a 2001 5 euro cent coin, you are holding a piece of the transition period into the modern euro system. Coins like these are fascinating because they were minted before the euro was even in use by the public, making them early issues that stand out to collectors. The design of the 5 euro cent coin is consistent with the other lower denominations in the euro cent family. On the common side, designed by Luc Louix of the Royal Belgian Mint, the coin features a globe showing Europe in relation to Africa and Asia, with diagonal lines cutting across the background and 12 stars surrounding the design to symbolize unity within the European Union. This design not only connects the coin to the identity of Europe as a whole, but also gives it a distinct, modern appearance that sets it apart from older European currencies that were replaced by the euro. On the national side, however, things get even more interesting. Each eurozone country has its own design, ranging from famous landmarks and historical figures to symbols of cultural identity. For example, German 5 euro cent coins feature the oak twig, a symbol of stability, while Spanish coins may feature King Juan Carlos I, and Italian coins often show significant cultural icons such as architecture or artworks. Collectors often enjoy building sets that include the national sides of every Eurozone country, and the year 2001 is one of the key dates that completes those sets. In terms of composition, the coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a reddish tone similar to the American penny. It weighs 3.92 grams, has a diameter of 21.25 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.67 millimeters. The edge of the coin is plain, which differentiates it from higher denominations that often carry lettering or decorative designs.
These technical details may seem small, but they help collectors confirm authenticity and identify genuine coins from counterfeit pieces. For a coin minted in 2001, these specifications are exactly the same, but what makes the coin stand out is its year and its place in euro history. Now let us talk about the value of the 2001 5 euro-cent coin in today's market. As with all coins, value is determined by condition, rarity, and demand. A 2001 coin that has been in circulation and shows signs of wear is usually worth close to its face value. In US dollar terms, that means somewhere between 10 cents and 25 cents, depending on the condition and buyer interest. Coins that are in very fine or extra fine condition, with most details still sharp and only minimal wear, can fetch between 50 cents and $1. When you move into uncirculated or mint condition coins, the value rises even further. In these cases, collectors are often willing to pay between $1 and $3 for a 2001 5 euro-cent coin, depending on which country's national design is featured. Rare minting errors such as double strikes, off-center designs, or misprints can push values much higher, sometimes into the range of $10 or more if the error is dramatic and well documented. For a coin minted in 2001, these specifications are exactly the same, but what makes the coin stand out is its year and its place in euro history. Now let us talk about the value of the 2001 5 euro-cent coin in today's market. As with all coins, value is determined by condition, rarity, and demand. A 2001 coin that has been in circulation and shows signs of wear is usually worth close to its face value. In US dollar terms, that means somewhere between 10 cents and 25 cents, depending on the condition and buyer interest. Coins that are in very fine or extra fine condition, with most details still sharp and only minimal wear, can fetch between 50 cents and $1. When you move into uncirculated or mint condition coins, the value rises even further. In these cases, collectors are often willing to pay between $1 and $3 for a 2001 5 euro-cent coin, depending on which country's national design is featured. Rare minting errors such as double strikes, off-center designs, or misprints can push values much higher, sometimes into the range of $10 or more if the error is dramatic and well documented. One of the most important things to understand about euro coins is that while they are relatively young compared to ancient currencies, their early issues are steadily becoming more desirable as time passes. The 2001 5 euro-cent coin is now over 2 decades old, and examples in pristine condition are becoming harder to find in circulation. Collectors recognize this and often pay premiums for coins that have been well preserved. This is why it is always worth checking the year on your euro coins, because sometimes what seems ordinary could actually be an early issue that carries collectible value. Beyond its market price, the 2001 5 euro-cent coin also represents a unique chapter in European history. It was minted during the preparation years of the euro, right before the currency officially entered circulation. Holding this coin today is like holding a small piece of the anticipation and planning that went into creating one of the world's largest unified currency systems. For collectors, this adds not just financial value, but also historical and emotional significance. That is why many people keep coins like this safe in their collections, knowing that with time they will only become more interesting and more valuable. So, if you happen to come across a 2001 5 euro-cent coin, do not just toss it aside as ordinary change. Instead, check its condition carefully and consider setting it aside for your collection. In good condition, it may be worth only a small premium today, but over the years its value will likely continue to rise, especially for uncirculated examples. More importantly, it gives you the chance to own a piece of modern European history, a coin that reflects unity, change, and progress at the start of the 21st century. That wraps up today's video on the 2001 5 euro-cent coin. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into its background, design, and market value in today's coin world. If you're passionate about coins and love discovering the stories behind them, make sure to subscribe to GS Coins. Here, we regularly bring you content about coins from the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Europe, and many other countries, always uncovering hidden treasures and fascinating details. Don't forget to like this video and share it with other coin enthusiasts so they too can learn about the value hidden in their pocket change. Thank you for watching GS Coins, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video with another exciting story from the world of numismatics.